Welcome, everyone. I'm glad to be here in the BIM Coordinators Summit 2023. In this session, I'll be talking about utilizing digital workflows from design to manufacturing and construction. And we'll be talking about how to digitalize the project delivery workflows, especially I will be giving real world examples from some couple of large scale projects as well. I would like to shortly talk about myself. My name is Ahmet. I'm currently BIM manager at Kingspan Light+Air, which is a global company specialized in building envelope solutions. I am civil engineer in profession, and I have a master's degree on the construction engineering and management. So the presentation overview we'll be shortly talking about BIM and digitalization in general, and we will be looking at the key points for success according to my experience. And we will then jump into the digital workflows that will cover the project lifecycle. And also we will look at some real world examples, to mega projects, to see the challenges and achievements within those projects. Just a short introduction about BIM, which is obviously redefining our industry. It will keep redefining our industry in the near future as well, I think. And it enables real-time collaboration, enhancing decision-making across the entire life cycle of the projects. And we'll see in this presentation better that the information management is the key. And I think in the building information modeling term, the building represents the entire industry, and information management is the key term in here, and the modeling can be even replaced with the management. So we are talking about a digital representation of physical and functional characteristics of a facility, facilitating design, construction, and operations processes. Since we will be talking about large-scale projects in this presentation and its life cycle digitalized, we can simply say that multidimensional models are now integer parts of the project management, as well as providing a common platform for every project stakeholder is crucial for an organized and informed project environment, which will enable efficient information transfer between all of these project phases. So this is a very quick look to the BIM mandates by country, which we can see that it will be rapidly spreading globally. And this graph is defining the construction startups funded almost 20 United States dollars, 20 billion United States dollars since 2010, according to our research, which we can understand that we have a bright future for the digital development in the construction industry. So yeah, at this point, I would like to shortly tell about the key aspects to success based on my experience. So I took several positions in large-scale complex projects to deal with the organizational challenges. And after all, as AEC professionals, our aim is to achieve the success in our projects and improve in every other challenge. So this is the major outcomes from my experience, that the first thing is the core of what we all talk about, the information management. I think this is the key aspect. So all the terms like BIM, GIS, digital workflows, the construction management principles, which are based on efficient information management. So there are even organizations already started to use IM instead of BIM. I think we'll be talking more about that in the future. So the second aspect to success is to develop ourselves more in the data science. Since the building industry is exploding with data sources, and when we add the context of the built environment in this, I think data science will be a very important topic in the near future. And the third thing about a very common term, the single source of truth, which is being used a lot nowadays, I prefer to say instead a single path with connected environments. And the last point is an obvious one, to adopt new technologies and not just only keep adopting them, but also bringing something new to overcome challenges we face every day. This is only possible to understand what's happening in terms of AI, generative design, machine learning, design automation, energy optimization studies, and so on. So moving fast in today's market is important to avoid some important problems later on. And you also have watched an interesting video over here. I'll start it over. I think this is perfectly represents our journey in the construction industry because, as you can see, you cannot stop. You need to take agile and swift decisions as you go. And you need to focus forward. And also you need to keep the communication and the spirit together with your team. And also you need to overcome all the obstacles that you face. I think this is representing in a good way that's what we are having in the construction industry. A little bit dangerous as well. So yeah, I think these aspects are the key points for successful delivery of the project. This messy figure shows the keywords of published articles in the last 10 years, a part of an interesting study about immersive technologies driven building information modeling in the context of metaverse. Even this is more focused on immersive technologies. I think an important outcome is that there are multiple data sources that need to be managed in the realm of the digital construction industry. So you can see the clusters focusing on multiple groups of terms, which are the virtual construction, IoT, digital twin, 3D modeling, BIM technology and optimizing design, and augmented reality. So rather than focusing every team to abandon or just to get rid of their own specialized way of working and systems, let's say, especially in complex integrations such as facility management and digital factory management, let's say, creating connected environments is, I think, more efficient. We can talk about integration platforms, specialized tools, unified dashboards to create a synergy in between all of these different clusters. For example, Autodesk is leaning more on this by enhancing their ACC Connect platform, which is a very good development. And we can say that I think our job in here is to establish the order for this perfect connected environment. Of course, there are hundreds of software around being used in the market, and there is a need of seamless integration in between. In different parties, different disciplines, they are using different software. This is needed in order to minimize the costs and increase efficiency, of course. And even the market is dominated by so-called closed BIM applications. Open BIM exchange standards and open source software and applications are gaining importance in terms of harmonizing tools and establishing better workflows. I think we need it more. In the rest of the presentation, we look at various workflows in real projects. But first of all, as the strategic projects team in Kingspan Light+Air, we are integrating manufacturing design together with BIM and using digital methods for quality and standard requirements, whatever the client is requesting, efficiently handling the information delivery and approvals to integrate within the complex projects, especially projects involving BIM. Boosting design with automation tools, using 3D technology, as-built verification, laser scanning, and so on. An advanced BIM object library with a configurator that I will show you more in detail in the next slides. This is an example flow involving multiple software to achieve optimized product delivery. We use manufacturing and engineering level design tools like Autodesk Inventor, and connected to it, we are also utilizing Autodesk Vault for data management. In combination with authoring and automation tools, Revit and Dynamo, Rhino, and Grasshopper, we are integrating this within our workflows. And finally, we use the collaboration tools, the construction cloud of Autodesk and Navisworks Manage, as well as Power BI for reporting. So these are some simple steps for the product delivery, which are conventional, but we are integrating digital workflows to improve these steps. So this is starting with the design development, procurement, production, and delivery and the commissioning. So while we are having an overall approach to manage the BIM tasks, I think we also have a divisional project to create standard product configurators where the customer can interact with it online in a web-based tool, generate 3D files of it, and even use the augmented reality feature to see the generated product in the real world. So this is an interesting project that we are working on. Now we'll look at two large-scale airport projects and how BIM was implemented from the first-hand experience in different perspectives. For one of them, we'll be looking from the main contractor perspective, and for another one, we'll be looking from the supplier perspective. Both of the projects are very large-scale, massive projects that BIM was implemented. So I will shortly explain the story behind BIM implementation in Istanbul Airport, which is a massive infrastructure project that has been completed within 42 months. I have my master's degree thesis on this project as well, researching the BIM integration while being directly involved in the project itself. So I was a part of the main contractor responsible to utilize the connected BIM environment, integrating all the stakeholders, subcontractors from start of the project through the design, engineering, and construction phases, and the preparation for the operational phase. In this significant project, engineering and design efforts in the virtual environment actually allowed us to address all the engineering problems, solve them before it goes to the site and the construction, and hence we had a lot of benefits in terms of time and cost management. So utilizing this, it's also had a lot of challenges, especially the required cultural shift, let's say, or the people transformation was needed at most. And I need to emphasize the importance of managing this and beyond the technology and processes, transforming the mindset of the people was important to achieving success in this large scale project in this limited time frame. In this chart, you can see that all disciplines are integrated from design to the operations phase. BIM implementation starts from the very beginning of the project lifecycle, continue until the project handover and the operations phase of the project. So uh, doing the correct planning is very important. Doing even planning the planning phase is very important, as you can see in this timeline. After all, the execution phase and the closure and handover phase was planned according to that. And this allowed the project to maintain the desired quality, and it's been delivered on time, utilizing an end-to-end successful BIM integration. This simple workflow defines a strategy for design to construction information delivery, project controls, quality control, test and commissioning were done by the connected BIM environment as well. You can also see a walkthrough in the terminal building where the technical systems are fully coordinated very precisely. This is the high-level integration workflow for BIM involving all disciplines, including more than 60 subcontractors. BIM has been a core for the project management in every aspect in this project, from design to construction. This is the terminal building and the control tower building systems, the coordinated systems. There are more than 600,000 digital clashes resolved, eliminating the issues before going to the site. This is very crucial for the project success, especially very critical for this project where the design development was ongoing during the construction phase at the same time. Finalized models have been verified by laser scanning, 360 photogrammetry, digital issue creation on site, which enabled us to get fully ready for the facility management of the airport. There has been 150 mobile tablets utilized on site, ensuring the delivery of the design documentation to the site responsibles, engineering, architects, and the subcontractors on site, because this is key to distribute the correct information in the right time to the right people. So there are some examples of mobile views of the model that the site engineers can interact with. This is also a view that shows the area on site fully compatible with BIM. If there is any point that is not compatible with BIM, there is an issue created and automatically it is assigned and it has to be resolved, because otherwise 99% I can say that it is creating other problems, coordination problems, job sequence problems that can lead to more time and cost. I mean, it can be costly. So the construction QC is done by joint inspection on site, and it's been through BIM 360 as well. There are some figures over here that 60 plus subcontracts are integrated, 150 mobile iPads on site, for more than 45,000 NFI documents, more than 1,200,000 A4 page equivalent documents saved from printing, which is very interesting. 40 and 50 models were developed for enhanced planning, where 30K activities were linked to the master model for executive decision making. Quantity takeoffs were done for each discipline, which enabled all the technical teams to rely on an accurate data for their calculations. BIM model was developed in 3 main phases in this project, which are for construction, commissioning, and operational phases. Each model has its own tasks and outcomes and use cases, which has been realized according to the project timeline. This is a simple approach, but I think the more simple planning you are doing, I think the more you can achieve this integration in a better way. So this table is a part of an academic paper that shows the time and cost savings by utilizing BIM for clash management in Istanbul Airport. This is a huge potential saving of more than 800 million euros and more than 16 million man days of work has been potentially saved. And this project is also various papers and also an airport building information modeling book were published according to this project, which I have also contributed as well. Now we'll quickly look at another exciting project, the Kuwait International Airport, which is an ongoing infrastructure project. The terminal design was done by Foster & Partners. Here you can see the different layers of the roof build-up, the individual components, but we will be more focusing on the surface of the roof, including the skylights. Kingspan Light+Air scope was the 7,920 bespoke skylights. They were unique shaped because of the multiple slope on the roof, and 1,320 units of skylights integrated with the smoke vents, and 57 units of access hatches. So this is the challenging part, which involves unique shaped skylights, which created some engineering problems for us to overcome. You can see an already installed part of one cluster. So this is a very simple delivery workflow for skylights involving digital processes that we have designed. And we also designed, engineered, and manufactured all these units based on the requirements. All components are designed based on the manufacturing models, BIM model coordination, and the engineering tolerances. 36,000 unique shaped skylight panels have been manufactured by laser cutting according to this design automation, which is based on the BIM model and also verified by the site measurements as well. We had marginal tolerances over here in terms of millimeters, so that we had to be very, very precise on the design of every single panel. Yeah, here you can see the workflow before the production phase, the measurement collection, the cut list preparation, if the site measurement is accurate or not. If this is not accurate, it's been rejected. because we have to be very precise of it. And the cut lists are prepared, material order is released, and the production is initiated according to that. So there is an approval process in behind, and if everything is okay, then in that case we can proceed with the production. So in this way we have achieved zero problems in the produced panels. Coordinated models were also published to sites to enable site teams to access the latest information. The site issues also could be reported in real time. Production has been tracked by digital checklists and a barcoding system to ensure all individual item is delivered correctly. In any time of the project, we could report specific item status. Where is the item? Is it dispatched or not? Where it belongs on the construction side, and so on. By integrating Power BI, we have created executive reporting, and it's been updated automatically every week. In this way, project information was transparent, which made decision-making process more easier. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening. I hope the presentation was interesting for you. If there is any questions, I would be glad to answer the questions. Thank you.